Hello everyone, my name is Maxim Durnenko and I am full stack developer. There is something I'd like to share with you. I started my journey as developer in 2018. That's when I wrote my first hello world in Sublime text. For a long time, I was employed at the American-Ukrainian company RoboGoms Software. After moving to Essen, Germany, I received a contract from ThyssenKrupp Material, where I worked for over a year. Before writing my first code, I worked a Japanese cuisine cook. It was my first job and passion until I discovered programming. In 2024, I had the idea to develop my own software. The first question I asked myself was, what industry should the program represent? I didn't chase the trends, but realized that it's the best to start working on something I have experience, in something I understand. It turned out to be the food service industry. My experience in the kitchen and my software development skill had to come together at this point. And this point of intersection is my startup RoboGoms. I started by coming up with a name, opening Adobe Illustrator, designing a logo, and I'm still working on this project to this day. Now you will see on the screen the tools used in the program. The video will be divided into modules. Enjoy the view. The main goal of the project is to automate most of the processes in food service establishment. Users use the program. Each user has access to functionality depending on their assigned role. The main tasks the application handles are creating receipt cards for your dishes and menu, monitoring on purchasing ingredients needed for preparation, ordering products. Your customer can place orders through the website or an operator can do it via the orders module. Storage, you can see in real time how much stock is available in the storage. Everything related to calculation, product waste, netto, brutto, the amount of ingredients needed for an order and result accuracy. Process analytics that will help you run your business efficiently. Well, let's take a closer look at everything. The first thing I wanted to talk about is main components of the application. The application consists of the following main areas. First, a navigation panel, where you can also see logged in user and the number of active orders in real time. Second, bookmarks. You can add it or remove them as needed. Third, three main areas. It's sidebar, main, and terminal. Terminal and main contain settings. It's content replacement, resizing. You can also resize the areas to any width and length, and adding to bookmarks. I would also like to mention the action panel, which contains various actions that apply to the selected area. The panel can be fixed or made floating. Let's start with the user module. This module contains information about all users, including both your employees and customers. Here you can create the users and configure roles. Let's create a new users and new role from them. First, we will create the new role of chef. Next, we will in the field name, mark chef, email, for example. We'll skip the phone number, choose role of chef, city Essen, street Stellar, apartment 21, postcode, additional information, choose gender male, and we also upload an avatar. The new employee has been created. Supplier module. Suppliers are companies that provide you with products and raw materials you use. You can enter all information about a supplier and add specific employees you collaborate with. Let's create new supplier. We fill in the field supplier name, for example, Frischslachtfilet, email, website, phone number, we skip. In the description, we add the word salmon. Then we add an employee of the company whom we contact directly by phone. For example, name Bob, phone name. There can be multiple employees, but one is enough for us. We can also upload the company logo if desired. But we'll skip. This supplier has been created. Let's consider the following module. Product module. In this module, you can find information about the products you use. Let's create a new product. It will be potatoes. First, product name, potatoes, uploading image. When creating a new product, the first thing you need to choose in the unit of measurement: weight, volume, or piece. We choose the weight. Next field, price for 1 kilogram. If we don't have this information, we can calculate it. On the right, there is a calculator that helps you determine the cost per kilogram of a product. For example, if 10 kilogram, 100 grams cost 23 euro 60 cent. And we have result. Next field, netto. What is netto? Netto is the percentage of the pure product that we use. After peeling the potatoes, we get 80% of the product we can use and 20% waste. We can calculate this information in the netto card. We fill in the brutto field as 1 kilogram, netto as 800 gram, and get result of 80. It's optional. This field needed for a more accurate calculation of the final dish's weight. For example, Kikkoman. With soy sauce where specify that 1 milliliter weight 1.2 gram. All fields are filled in. We save and move on to the next module. Purchasing module. In this module, we can view all our purchases ordered from our suppliers. To create purchase, we first need to upload a receipt. After that, we go to the purchases and fill it out. We select the supplier, specify the quality if needed, and description. Then we open the receipt and fill in the product's order. We select avocado, 2 kilogram, 500 gram, price 20 euro 15 cent. We can also get more information by opening an additional tab. We compare the price and see that is higher than our current price. Additionally, we can calculate the netto and set the quality for the specific batch of avocados. Continue. We're at You order rice. We see this information and update. After updating the purchases, you also update storage. Specifically, you add the list of products you entered to the storage. And here we move to the storage module. The storage is represented by a chart where you can see the current stock of products in real time. Right now we have 3 kilogram of salmon, almost 1 kilogram cucumber, and so on. We can see the unit of measurement for each product and set minimum and maximum value. Let's set the values for avocado. We'll set the minimum to 6 kilogram and now we can see that avocados are deficit. For Philadelphia, we'll set maximum 2 kilogram and we can see that Philadelphia is over. As I mentioned before, the storage displays the product quantity in real time. It updates every time we make purchases from a supplier and every time a customer places an order with us. In the first case, products are added, and in the second, they are deducted. In this module, you grade dishes as well as ingredients for your dishes. Let's, for example, grade a California roll with salmon. We fill in the name field. Next, we select a group. At the moment, we have 3 groups: ingredient, dish, and set. Let's look at what an ingredient is. Ingredient is a complex component used in dishes. It can consist of products and ingredients. For example, we will use rice from sushi as an ingredient for your dish. And go in all food, rice from sushi. In turn, it consists of the product rice and ingredient rice dressing. Let's back to our roll. The dish group is our product for the customer. Like an ingredient, it can consist of products and ingredients. There is an additional feature that either hides or makes these dishes available to the customer. And the last group is a set. The set has multiple dishes. Products ingredient can also be added to set. We choose a dish. Next, we select a category. Categories can also be added here, and we can grade category of any nesting level. Categories can be shown to customer or hidden. Next, we choose tags. New salmon. And we can edit tags. We select a unit of measurement for our dishes, which will be weight. And there is information for the customer, description and price, as well as information for the cook. We add products and ingredients. We add salmon, cucumber, as we can see, the fields in the card title general information are being filled in. This includes calc weight and common price. The calc weight accumulates the total weight of all products and ingredients, while the price field calculates the cost price of the dish. And finally, we fill in the weight field. The weight may differ from the calc weight. For example, if we're making soup, the weight would decrease since the weight of the products change during boiling and frying. Okay, we're done. Upload image, change show to the client, and we can save dish and move forward. In this module, we store all information about our orders. We can place an order here or receive it from another application and process it. Let's consider the first case. We go to the menu tab. In this tab, we can see all the available dishes and also view their ingredients. Placing an order: 1 sushi with salmon and 2 Philadelphia rolls. We go to the cart. In this cart, we can see our orders, the total cost, specify the delivery data, the customer, and add description. On the right navigation panel, we see the number of active orders. This is the number of orders that are either in the kitchen or being processed by an operator. After that, we can place the order and it goes to the kitchen. We see the current orders in the kitchen. We can cancel it, click the Done button, and also calculate how many products we need to prepare it. There is also a function to view the composition of the dish. We click Done, after which the products needed for cooking are deducted from our storage. Orders that come from other sources go to the operator. The operator can cancel the order or send it to the kitchen. There is also a function to edit the order. We can change this information, for example, add 2 California rolls, and send the order to the kitchen.